Hi, this is Steve Kinzer, Bass Pro Shop number 11, and just wanted to thank Brown & Miller for all the years. Probably ran their stuff for 15 years now and never had any problems with it. Great lightweight products. It's just been great to work with all the hoses and fittings, and just a great company to be involved with.
Hi, this is Ray Evernham. Brown & Miller has been a big part of my racing most of my career, whether it's sitting on the pole, Daytona, winning races, winning championships, or just fooling around in my sprint car. I rely on those guys. They're professional, they get it done, and they're always bringing me new ideas, and I know I can count on them whenever I have a problem. So the 24 car, every time it went to Victory Lane, had Brown & Miller on it.
I've been with Brown & Miller for 14 years, and they're always coming up with new ideas or new solutions to all our hose problems. It's never had a bad one yet. But they're always on the cutting edge. They're leading the way with this, coming up with new things for us to do, different ways to plumb the cars, and if you want the right stuff, you just need to call these guys.
Hi, I'm Mark Cronquist from Joe Gibbs Racing. We've been using Brown & Miller Racing Solution lines and fittings for the past 10 years. We were actually on a free deal and realized the advantage we could get using for the quality of stuff, their variety of hose ends, hoses, the quality, the service, everything was well worth us paying for it than getting it for free. Some of the great advantages they have is it's just a different type of hose ends. We've got fittings where we used to have the old standard AN. You had to make the part big to fit the threads. Now we just have a nice fitting with some type of C-clamp on it with a couple O-rings that the guys can't over tighten them, and it seals forever. So they'll make about anything for you. With a rapid prototyping, they can mock it up. You can fit it into places that, sometimes we change things by a couple degrees just to make the line fit somewhere nicer. With our headers and our old pumps being so close to each other in the chassis, man, we've shoved 6 gallons of stuff into a 5-gallon bucket. They can make a steel line. It's a lot smaller. It holds up to heat even better than their hoses do, and you can get them even into a smaller area. That's just some of the small advantages of running Brown & Miller stuff.
I'm Scott Bloomquist. I drive the black and green Zero car. I've been working with Brown & Miller 4 to 5 years. Their quality hoses have the most flexible, finest quality product of any hose product that we've ever seen. Their product line carries anything you can imagine, and if they don't have it, they'll make it. We appreciate any time they can come to our shop and put hoses on cars for us. We build cars for others, and we really enjoy the experience and enjoy working with them.
Hi, I'm Chad Canales, and I just got to tell you guys how happy I have been over the course of my career working with Brown & Miller Racing Solutions. They do a fantastic job with all of their lines and hoses, and all of the work that we've had them done has been exceptional. So don't be afraid to go and use them.
I'm Casey Kane. We've been using Brown & Miller hoses since 2000 when we started KKR. All my sprint cars, all the stock cars that I've ever driven have had BMRS hoses on them. They're very reliable, easy to work on. BMRS comes by, they have great expertise in hoses. They come by, they fit the cars. All of our plumbing is as nice as any engines out there, and it's as reliable and safe line that you could possibly have.
Well, for us to use it was quite clear. It was a very good choice for us being local in the area. They're very efficient on getting our stuff done fast. When we have a panic, they take care of it very quickly. Usually it's a next day turnaround also. And they also work with us depending on what type of project we have. If we have a project we have to get a lot of cost out, they help us on that. If it's a project that's really high end and we need to get weight down, they help us on that. And their price points reflect that, and that's really why we choose them for our racing vehicles.
We use everything. Basically all the plumbing comes from Brown & Miller. We got into doing a spreadsheet with them where we just communicate the dimensions that we need, and basically the whole car comes in a box. Tremendous stuff. I mean, super reliable, never wears out, never leaks. I mean, it's hard to beat.
We use Brown & Miller hosers because they're the best, and in our sport, in any sport for that matter, in the auto racing, it's all about performance. And the neat thing about Brown & Miller is we're usually the innovators. Usually when we're working with somebody, we're working with them to help make their product better. But the great thing about Brown & Miller is they usually beat us to the punch. They're there first. They're coming to us with a new technology to put into our racing program. So it's really a neat situation, and working with Wade and Penny and John and everybody in there, it's a family. It's a great people to work with. and they're just great characters, and they build great products that are performance driven, and that's what we're all about. Is we need that performance on the racetrack and in order to win championships, and they give us that product day in and day out, and they continue to do that year after year rather than just coming out with a good product and giving it to us to use, and then maybe they fall behind in a couple years. Every year there's something new. Every week there's something new with them guys, and they just do a great job. They're a great company, and they make us a better race team, and we in turn try to do our part to make them a better company as well.
This is Robbie Reiser from Roush Racing, where I'm general manager of about 10 race teams. We've been involved with Brown & Miller for 10 years. We've been faced with a lot of different things with the cars. Technically, they've helped us through a lot of issues. This year, we were faced with a change from older style Ford engine, which was a 452, to the Ford F9 motor, which required a lot of attention when it came to the technical side of hooking the engines up and making the oil system work and making the water system work. Brown & Miller is really supportive on helping us inside the shop by being able to bring out their equipment and their technical staff that stand alongside the cars as we plumb them, and as we run into issues where we have to make certain changes on the car to make the system efficient. They're there to help us with that, to support us with that, give us their help from their end, where they technically stand there and say, if you try this or try that. And then the other thing at the surface that they also support us with is where they come back and custom make a fitting, or look at the problem you have, and between our company and their company, we come up with a decision and say, this is how we have to do this. They go back and build that fitting for us and make it work. And that service is second to none.